Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 60-minute match.
Welcome everybody to the 60-minute mash. It is the 4th of December. Holy crap, 2024. And
Yeah,
how are
cheers,
you all going
everybody.
out there?
Welcome to Christmas month.
Christmas month, yes. Good time to drink some beers. Very good time to drink some beers. Oh, yes. Cheers, my dudes.
Once again, cheers. Got to get used to that for the next couple of months, really, because you have lead into Christmas and then you have a lead out to Christmas. So you
Yeah,
just got to go with the flow.
yeah, 2 month Christmas, I think, yeah. Did you get all your Chrissy lights up?
Oh, the girls have been putting them up over the last month or so, and got a few more up the last couple of weeks. They've had young Solo pretty busy putting some here and there.
Oh, yes. Put him to work.
A lot of them weren't taken down from last year, so
Fair
bit
call.
like the Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah. It's just a tree at this point now, isn't it?
No, it's a Christmas tree now, but it has been an Easter tree, a birthday tree.
Oh, yeah.
We had like a Mother's Day tree, a Father's Day tree, then we had a Halloween tree. Now it's
True.
coming back into Christmas.
Good evening, Solomon. Good to see you in the chat there, sir.
And Capitane,
Hope things are well.
I sent us some love.
Hope you've been sampling the old man's beers while you're there.
Yeah, certainly.
Very good. So, what are you drinking?
So I'm drinking my toe rail. It's a pale ale and it's toe rail.
For the viewers out there, you might want to explain the name and how you come about that.
All my beers I name with like a nautical theme or something to do with a boat or the ocean, the water, the the wind, the sky, whatever. So I've had a few different ones, and I come up with toe rail for this one.
So, what's a tow rail got to do with nautical? What is it?
So a tow rail is, if you think when you're walking around the deck of a boat, it's got a little lip on it about this high, or it could be this high.
Oh,
Stops you from slipping off. That's your tow rail.
that's the tow rail.
Or combing. Some people would call it combing on an older boat because they're a little bit higher.
Well, it doesn't have the same ring to it, does it? Tow rail sounds more.
I know when I created the name, it's like tow rail. Yeah, it sounds a bit weird. It sounds like almost like toenail. It's got something to do with toes. So, and then I thought, well, if I do tow rail pale ale, it's just a little bit of a rhyme there. Tow rail pale ale.
That does, yeah, that works. Oh, hello, Madeline, in the chat there. Thanks for popping in.
Ah, hey Madeline, welcome.
Always thirsty for a quench. Okay. Cool. Well, I hope you're quenching those. I hope you're quenching those thirsts.
Considering she's almost a non-drinker with the amount she doesn't drink. But anyway, it's for the occasion. Like I said, December, January, that's 2 months leading up to Christmas and a month leading out of Christmas.
True.
What have you been drinking?
Bro, I'm still on the Philly Sours. It's taken
Really?
it's taken me a while to get through that keg, but chipping away at it slowly. I'm actually double parked at the moment. I've got this one as well for.
What's that one?
That's some fire water. That's for when the spot.
You just need to get a
that's
bigger
for when the
jug.
kids go to bed and the show gets a little spicier.
So, have you made anything this weekend?
Yeah.
This will be your free weekend for a while.
Sorry, what was that?
Last weekend would be your first free weekend.
Yeah, it was, and I didn't let that weekend go to waste. I was out there boiling away. Yes.
So what were we doing?
All right. Well, I guess we'll kick off with what I was making. I'll put it on the share screen. And that's okay. Share screen does not want to work on Streamlabs. Just give me one.
See it?
Just give me 1 second. Yeah, you can see it, but
Nobody else can.
No.
Oh, that's all right. I'm the important one.
here we go. I'll just switch straight to the source. Let me clean this up a bit.
Well.
That wasn't too bad.
We're in the dark. It certainly lit up pretty well.
We were in the dark. Okay. This is I'll go to the brewing. Let's see what was in this. This was actually called the West Coast IPA Coast Busters.
Ghostbusters. Okay.
Coast Busters, yes. Play on words from the movie Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Considering the little caption, the picture you got up in the corner.
You can see that fine. Yeah, so 4.6 kilograms of the extra pale Maris Otter malt, 500 grams of Munich, and 250 grams of Cara Munich. So throw in those extra EVCs there. Just some salts. Oh yeah, so it's pretty hop heavy, which is I guess why it's the West Coast IPA.
Did you add the salts yourself, or that was in like? Yeah, you'd have to. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bad question.
No, that's all good. That's fair enough. I remembered to put the salts in this time. For this Philly sour, I actually forgot to salt it up a bit, but I don't think that affects it too much.
I often wonder, because we use like the filter, does it actually make a difference?
I think if anything, if we're probably stripping a lot of salts out, we really should test our water after the filter and get that water profile and
that's what we're based off, is what we're getting out of the tap basically.
Well, we got our water and then the water target water, and the salts is what gets us from here to point A to point B. Yeah. So if we don't give the correct information at point A, then what it suggests to put in for point B could be way off. But not too sure. Won't know until we get the water properly tested. Although I think if you ran a reverse osmosis, it takes pretty much everything out. So you could just. I think
when you do that, you end up with pure water.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah. And then if you use that profile, because that one's pre-built into the Brewfather app, you could just.
Could you imagine how long it would take to fill the brew system if you're using pure water? Like you'd have to pre-bottle it. But it's just too slow when it punches it out the tap.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like you got this really little nozzle and it just. I haven't had one, but I've just seen them going. Like there's no real pressure in the.
Yeah.
In the outlet, so.
Yeah, you'd want a few barrels ready to go if it's that slow.
Yeah, my actually would.
Geez, you'd struggle. You'd be using every drop you got out of it. The amount of brews you do.
Yeah, I couldn't keep up with it.
It wouldn't keep up. Yeah, so to the hops, so I was saying it's pretty hop heavy compared to the last few brews. So 25 grams of Simcoe at the 60-minute boil. And then we did 2 hop additions at the 5 minutes. 5 minutes to go. We did 25 grams Amarillo and 25 grams Simcoe again. And we're going to do a dry hop addition, 50 grams Amarillo, 50 grams Simcoe, 2 days out from the kegging.
Oh, okay.
So, and yeast, we're using the Lallemand Danstar Bry 97, which I think you're familiar with. Bry 97.
Yeah, I use it a fair bit because it's it cleans up pretty good.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it cleans up pretty good.
You get a nice clear beer out of that.
Yeah, yeah. And because I was using Nottingham, but Nottingham, it's still Lallemand yeast, but the Nottingham doesn't clean up as good as the Bry 97.
Right. Okay. Okay. So here I'll jump into fermenting. And for some reason, again, I've set it to fermenting, but it didn't pick up my my rat peel device that I've got set up to this Brewfather account.
Yeah.
I actually had to go in and assign it again, which kind of cut me off like a day's worth of fermentation. So it should have started at around, I think, just shy of 10:56, probably 10:55, 10:54. But by the time I attached it, it called it at 10:48.
So is that I just see you've got the original gravity at 10:48. You didn't? Did you do a reading before you actually?
Yeah, that's how I know it is.
That's the one. That's the one you should have in there. In your original gravity is the original one you got from your refractometer.
Yeah, I can just go in and edit that. But because I was a day late attaching the rat pill, which other times, it just knows that's the rat pill to pull the reading from. So
I don't trust the rat pill. That's the only.
I know, but there's a day missing of data at the start here, which is why it's kicked off at 10:48. And it's been this was Sunday. It's now Wednesday, 3 days, and I'm down to 1.008.
What's your target? 109, 109. Jeez, I tell you, and even looking at the graph, even if you didn't trust the graph, for the numbers, you can still see where it's dropped significant
over those few days. And I've probably done the best temperature control here that I've ever done. It's been within one. As soon as it sort of dropped off, it's started to cool. That's probably because the yeast isn't doing anything now. There's no activity.
Yeah.
And so it's just cooling off naturally, I think. I haven't changed the temperature on the fridge. And
what's it? The temp is supposed to be like 18?
No, 20. 20 for 14 days.
Oh, I just noticed there the rat bill says it's about 18. It went down to 17, then 18.
Yeah, well, that's only in the last. It's been pretty much. Yeah, it stayed between.
Did you drop it down or?
No, I haven't touched it. See, it fluctuated between 19.5, 18.5. As soon as that yeast stopped, it's just the fridge might be working a bit harder. It might not be hitting the cooling off temperature because it's so hot out in the garage.
Where do you put your probe for the temp?
For the temp, it goes through a hole through the top of the fridge. It sits at the top of the fridge, so that it'd be reading the hottest part of the fridge.
Right. What I think you need to do to get a true reading is, I'm not saying mine's perfect, but it gives you a better reading, is when it's sitting in the fermenter and it's sitting in its cradle. I've got rubber. You've seen the rubber supports around my cradle where the fermenter sits in.
Yeah.
You need to have it hard up against the fermenter. Whether you stick it between rubber and the fermenter, or you stick the fermenter to the thermometer end to the fermenter, I think you get a better reading, and your temperatures work heaps better.
Yeah, possibly. I figured if I control the temperature of the fridge, it should control the temperature of what's inside the fridge.
No, it doesn't. From my experience, it doesn't. I've got a thermometer inside my fridge, and I've also got the the Inkbird thermometer sensor, and there is always a few degrees difference between the temperature inside the fridge and the temperature that actually the Inkbird is reading.
And the Inkbird's the one against
The
your...
Inkbird's the one that is giving me the true reading, because it's in my situation, it's hard up against the fermenter and the rubber that's on the actual cradle for the fermenter.
Yeah.
So that's, to me, because remember, a couple of years ago now, because I've sorted it out, I used to put the actual thermometer for the Inkbird down the thermo well.
Do you
And
remember
what was
that?
happening?
I do remember. I do remember tasting some of those beers. Yes.
Yeah, no, pretty shit. What was happening with the temperature with inside the fermentation station was, because the temperature probe was down in the middle of the wort, it was like the Inkbird was controlling the temperature, but by the time the temperature warmed up, it was like warming up or cooling down from the outside in. So by the time that temperature got to the middle of that wort, it was degrees.
Too late.
Yeah. So I don't use the
Thermo well.
the thermo well anymore.
Yeah.
And they're there. I've still got them, but they just serve a purpose for holding when I'm doing a transfer, for the actual outlet.
The drop tube. Yeah. With the filter and the float. Yeah. Yeah.
But since I've not been using the thermo well, I've, touch wood, not had a problem, and that's been a couple of years now. And that's what I found was, whatever the thermo well temperature was reading, it was like a few degrees different on the outside of the actual fermenter.
Yeah. All right. I'll look at changing the position on that.
I'd certainly have it up against the fermenter, and up against the wort. I think that's where you need to keep it, because that's a true reading.
Yeah. Yeah, I could do that.
And that could be why sometimes, like in the past, you've not been able to get it cold enough.
No, that was the other fridge. That other fridge was fucked. Yeah. This one's ice cold if I want it to get ice cold.
Cool.
Yeah. So here, it's what, 3 days? Let's say 4 days. I've hit my target gravity. The recipe calls for a 14-day ferment. Am I getting anything out of this by letting it go?
Well, it still looks like it's dropping. Your gravity still looks like it's dropping. So, and because it was a late pickup,
yeah, it's kind of starting to teeter off here. It hasn't lost.
2 days. Let it be the same reading for 2 days, and then I'd be confident that it's done.
Yeah. All right. If I get 2 days of the same, which I know it's going to do that.
Yep.
It's going to do that.
It might go less. It could even go less because it's gone down there. But if you get
if it does, then more alcohol for me. Hooray.
But you'll see it flatline. When you see it flatline, then you know.
It's my prediction is this is the start of the flat line.
Yeah, well,
if I get 2 days of this, I'll dry hop.
Yeah.
But I just like to stick to the actual recipe because for educational purposes. But I can't see. Is there any conditioning that's happening if I let it go 14 days?
That's my experience. I think 14 days is way too long. Considering I know the yeast, which is the Bry 97, and at 20 degrees for 14 days, I reckon it's cooked. I do agree with you that it's cooked now, pretty much.
All right.
But I always let it go that couple of days before I make this. You can look at it. You can look at the actual wort, and everything's dropped out of it. pretty much everything's dropped out of it, and you're just left with the wort. And that's pretty convincing that it's finished fermenting.
Yeah. I'll give it to the weekend, and then I'll dry hop it, and then who knows? I might have it kegged for next week's show. We could talk about it then.
Yeah. But that's just my opinion anyway.
Yeah.
But I think you're right with the starting the flat line.
Yeah. Okay. No extra notes in there. I should start adding batch notes here on the day for any thoughts or feelings I have about the brew. So when I look at it here, I'm like, oh fuck, that reminds me. I was gonna.
Yeah, well, I used to do the same. I'd do it for taste. I'll put a note, never doing that one again. Or, yeah, no, this is good, but needs such and such.
Yeah, fair.
But I've been too lazy because I'm starting to get, a handful of beers that are just my go-to beers. I just rotate from week to week. So
yeah.
So if I show you, I'll bring up my tow rail. Here we go. Oh, yeah, onto the firewater.
Yep. It's that time of the afternoon.
You'll see, I'll just show you this. This is my beam reach. This is the one I'm cooking at the moment. So it's in the process of cold crashing.
Jeez, that starting gravities.
Yeah, is wrong.
What's going on there?
The pill is wrong. This is 1036 was the actual gravity, because I did a refractometer reading. So that's true, and I generally do it twice, because I'm not, I think if you see down here, it should have been 1044 and I'm 1036.
Okay, yeah.
So it'll finish lower than I'm expecting a 1005, which will bring me up to around the 4%. So that I don't know why. Like you do the brew, pre-boil, it's volume. Where's my gravity? 1039, 1031 in the gravity. Well, where's the difference? Why is that so far out? Is my question. Then post boil is 1044 to 1036. It's still like 8 points out. And here it's like 8 points out.
Are you sure your refractometer's not bugging out?
I have checked it a couple of times, particularly up against the old one. I
was going to say, you checking that one I got you against the old one? Are they coming out the same?
Yeah.
They are.
I've checked them a couple of times because I can't believe that there's such a difference.
Maybe it's time we spring a couple of $100 and get that fucking...
Oh, I'd love to, but that's like $500. The Dens one or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
It's like $500. And you can use that for pre-fermentation and after fermentation. So that one will do you can use that all the time.
And I'm pretty sure it may... Oh, I don't know. I have to double check. But for some firewater production, I think it can come in handy for some of that too. Those higher readings.
Yeah. But anyway. That's a whole... Yeah. Anyway, I won't go there. But I'll get out of here. And I'll go through... See my Fair Winds. The Fair Winds is... it's another one brewing at the moment. It's been in there since Saturday.
See, your temperatures... Yeah, I'm going to have to do what you suggested, because you, that's fairly dialed in. That's within, a degree.
Yeah.
Of fluctuation.
Exactly. Yeah.
Are you doing you're up to the dialysis? You're doing the dialysis?
I do. If you look at my... I'll just finish this and I'll go through the rest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, you can see down here, fermentation. I'm doing 20 degrees at 3 days, and then I do 21 at 4 days, and then I do a cold crash. So that's the diacetyl rest. So this one here, you'll see the Raptor pill reading, and I have recalibrated these recently.
Yeah, that's weird.
It was 1046, and I've got 104 up here. 1.840. So if it finishes with the 1008 gravity, I'll still get my 4.2.
When you put your rat pill in, when you go to your devices, you can hit the settings in your device.
Yeah.
At the top there of the graph.
Yeah.
If you click that, and then the cog on the one that's attached.
Yeah.
Yeah, click that.
Is that the red pill that I've got? Hang on.
It says that's the one attached.
Yellow wrap. Yeah, but they're both attached. I've got two attached.
Oh, to this profile, or to this brew?
Oh, why is the other one detached?
You might have written the wrong 112. Is that what this is at? 112?
This is the yellow wrapped. Why is the other one detached? Well, might only show you what's attached. So if I go into my the other one we're looking at, it would be attached. So when you say go into the cog,
oh, you want to? Yeah, it's yes. That's the button to attach that to that profile. Yes, you're right. No, go to the yellow one because this is the yellow. Go to the
red.
Yeah, no, but this rat pill from this recipe.
Really? Oh.
We just had this conversation. No, listen, you were right. Go to the devices button. If you don't click that, because it'll detach the pill.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Go to the cog.
You're confusing the shit out of me.
So
yeah, I get you.
And then you can adjust. See, when adjusting gravity points. See, so why'd you do that? I was telling you something.
I'm going to see what this is. So this is 1046.
Go to the cog. Why is there a 3? Why is there a 3 there?
Well, I think the last time I used it, -3, not 003. So I should put in there.
It said, for example, -3, not use whole numbers.
Adjusting gravity, use whole points. For example, -3, not minus. Oh, okay.
So that's adding.
I want to add 6.
Now I don't know if that does a live update. Yeah, because it should be 46, right? 1.046.
So if we go up here, 1046. It's still only 1040.
Well, that might need to be refreshed. That browser might not.
Well, if I get out of there, it did just refresh actually. Yeah, 1046 still.
Yeah, that did. And did that change the summary down in the other settings on the right side? Scroll down. Did that?
No, I don't think it does.
Okay. So it's just all that's doing is changing the.
Yeah.
So you can adjust that anyway.
That's a bit weird. Because what this goes off is the info you put up here, or in the recipe.
So you could just knock that up to 1.046 now then.
I could, but it's wrong, and that's the true. Because when I do.
Oh, that's what you got off the refractometer.
Yeah, and when I keg it, I use the hydrometer.
Yeah.
And that's what my final gravity.
So why did you add 6 to the?
Because the original gravity here is 1040. Oh, I should take 6 off it.
Well, you should just make it 0, and it would be fine. You've added 6, and it's 6 over. See.
That was 3 over.
Then you changed it to 6, and then it went to 1.046. No.
No, it was already at 1.046.
Didn't you say it updated to 46?
No, that's what it originally was.
Oh, and it didn't update. Okay.
No,
So if you do
I
this, it should be clear. You won't be 6 under.
So it's refreshed, still giving me the same. So I don't know where that represents any difference.
Yeah. I don't know if you can refresh the.
It does automatically.
Well, it says last updated. How many minutes ago?
Oh, maybe it doesn't update until it actually gives you a true reading. It makes that -6 difference.
Yeah, I'm not sure. To be honest, I think a lot of these things have to be done off the bat.
Oh, that's the wrong beer.
I got lost there. I was like, hang on, that's complete. No, top one.
Yeah,
So that's at the 4.6.
4.6.
Yeah,
And so the last reading was at
8.26.
6. So it should be reading every 15 minutes.
No, it hasn't.
No. But I'll see how that goes. I will have to do that in future.
Yeah, and it looked like the last settings you used stuck, like carried over to the next one. So hopefully,
You're probably right.
hopefully it sticks. And
So I need to make sure I delete those settings.
so you added 3.
Nothing on that
and
one.
then we had to
That's
take
wrong.
off 6. So when you added the 3, you were probably trying to take off the 3 because you've added 3 and now we've taken off that 3 and taken away another 3, which is probably why you've been off a bit.
Well, that reading is 1046. My reading is 1040.
Yes.
So on this beer, to me, it's -6. It needs to be -6 is the adjustment.
Yeah, but do you get what I'm saying with it? You've obviously identified this problem before, but instead of taking off the 3, because it was only 3, it must have been 3 points.
Yeah.
You should have taken off 3, but now we've taken off that 3 and another 3.
Well, I can still do that. I can still go back in there.
We've already done it. We've already done it, but I'm just trying
No, but it hasn't.
No, because it hasn't updated yet. No.
If I get
No, because the reason you had a 3 there before is because you identified this problem, and you've put the 3 in.
now it's done a -3, which negates the +3, and then a -3 should be back to 0.
No, because I think when you identified this problem, you were trying to take off 3, but you've put 3 in, and added 3, which is why we've had to take 6 off.
I'm just gonna make it fucking 0.
Yeah, do that, and then you'll be able to see.
Well, at least then I will still be able to see the difference. It won't do it here till it reads again, maybe.
Yeah,
So
I
this
think you
is
might.
doing the
Yeah,
last-
yeah. You might be right. I don't know. Too much firewater.
No, well, I understand what you're saying. I didn't realise that setting stayed there. But yeah, so that would be. So maybe it was only. But still, the 3. Did I have a +3 there?
Well, I
was it a
think 3 added 3.
Yeah,
Points.
I think I just leave it and see what happens.
Yeah.
But then I need to be mindful when I go in
Yeah, next brew with the
and make the adjustment at the time that I do it.
yeah, and then
What
because
do you do it beforehand? Because it should have been 0.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, no, you must have adjusted it.
Well, I certainly did on this one, but for another brew, so that was a bit bizarre.
Yeah. I'd go check your red one now.
Yeah, I did. It was nothing on there.
No, okay.
Yeah, when I look in here, there was nothing
Okay.
there.
Gravity offset. Okay. All right.
But you look at the difference here. it reads 1027 and it's 1036.
Yeah,
So
okay.
actually, it's actually 11 points out. Crazy, man.
Has
Crazy.
that been consistent 11 points out?
No, because every time I calibrate it, it's different, but it's out. I used to have one that was spot on, and the other one was out.
I think
And like seriously,
you must have given
I let
me
him-
you must have given me the one that was spot on.
well, that was brand new. That was the replacement I got for a faulty one.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And you had that for a while too, and they replaced it.
Well, only because it just stopped reading, it stopped doing stuff, and I sent it to them. You know, I emailed support and stuff like that, and they just
How does that go? How do you? Oh yeah.
well, you can't see me keyboard.
No,
So.
I thought you must have went and got your nails done and then called them on the phone.
No, no, I emailed them, and we went backwards and forwards. Spoke to them on the phone, and in the end, they just said send it back to us, and then they sent me the replacement module.
GG. Is that Kegland?
Yeah.
Kegland for the win. Speaking of Kegland, what have they got on sale?
Well, they had some stuff earlier in the week. So, I'll stop sharing that.
I don't want to see you featured. I want to see the newest. Oh, they're still trying to flog off that the Benchy Nitro. 2000. Oh, hang on. I don't think I'm sharing it. Sorry.
You are,
No, you're watching the stream.
but I'm watching this. It's just logged in.
See the Benchy? That's expensive.
Price of it.
I'd rather get... If I had that kind of money, what would I rather get? I think I'd rather get a proper... Oh, Jules will kill me. A proper keg fridge with like 9 taps.
Oh, yeah, the 8 taps. It's actually 8 taps.
It's 8. I'd do that.
Then
No,
you
I'd
need
put
to
it
buy-
on. I'll put number 9 in there just for soda water.
So the fridge, I think, is about $1,200. So that leaves you about $1,600 to buy all the kegs. So you could buy
No,
another.
I'd have a few bucks left over from that too. I think I could probably buy. I'll get another 60-litre Brewzilla. I've got to fill the keg somehow.
Another 65. I just lash out and get the 100, dude. You still get change.
No,
and be able
'cause
to buy
then-
a few more.
No, because yeah. Actually, I'd have to put 4. I wouldn't even do it here though. I have to put a couple of $100 away for the electrician to come and do my wiring, so I could.
Yeah, and if you bought the
Power-
100-litre one,
I don't know. I don't think my setup would do the 100-litre one.
the
That-
100-litre one is another
5,
it's
10.
an outlet again.
Yeah, yeah, oh, fuck. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Anyway, how am I
crazy.
going to ferment? How am I going to ferment that kind of volume? That's now
Well,
you're
you
talking
just-
big bucks. Now you're talking.
Get another couple of fermentation stations and another couple of Brewzillas.
No, I think we've had this conversation too.
We
Yeah,
have.
we did.
We worked it all out. But, we
A
stopped.
microbrewery,
Yeah.
a micro brewery.
Micro brewery.
Yeah.
Well, you've been pretty good tonight, dude, but I'm going to have to go and I'm going to instigate the toilet break tonight.
Are you?
Yeah, because I'm going to piddle on the floor if I don't.
Well, since you said it, it's only fair to oblige, and we'll be right back after this short trickle of a break. Don't forget to shake. Do that extra
3
shake.
times?
Don't.
3
don't-
times or it's a wank?
Okay.
Sorry about that. I couldn't have pissed any slower if I tried. At least I didn't have extra.
No dribbles, no drips.
No.
That's good. I think I might have just had extra tight pants on. It was just cutting off
Oh, is that what it was?
cutting off cutting off the tubes, and then when I tucked him back in, the Nile River, flowed again. I'm just checking out the new arrivals here at Kegland, as I do from time to time. Got this new Kegland Undercover built-in semi-integrated base unit keg fridge. What's all this about?
Built-in semi-integrated.
Oh, it's uniquely designed to fit into your kitchen, cafe, or man cave. Okay, so that's if you've got one of those big barbecue doovies. And all your settings are okay. Well, that's new. I don't mind the look of that.
Where's your font and everything?
Well, I think that. Yeah, does it have a recommended? There's the description, because I'm pretty sure that won't be your standard font.
That's probably why it's so cheap.
Is it? Not that price. That's not cheap.
Oh, $999.
That's probably. That's up there with their big dog.
Yeah, because mine was only about $800, and it's just the 4 kegs.
Where's this one? Oh, where's their big sucker? They don't do it anymore.
What, the Series X Plus?
No.
Fridge only. Ed?
No.
$850, and that's the 8 kegs.
This
But you
one.
don't get any font or anything.
This is what I was saying I'd get. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, that's more than I thought.
Okay.
That's more than I thought.
Yeah, well, you can buy the Egg 8 kegerator, so same as mine, but only if it's 8 kegs, for like around that $1,000 with the fonts.
Look at this one. 20 19-litre Cornelius kegs.
How
Hey?
much is that? The $3,500 one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give that a miss.
Why?
You'd want to have a tap house somewhere if you're going to be doing those ones.
That is the tap house. Wherever that goes. All you need to do, all you have to do is fit that into a food trailer, a food van.
What's that?
Beers on
So you
wheels,
look-
man.
About 50 schooners per keg.
Oh, I'm not going down that rabbit hole with you.
What's wrong with you? I'm
No.
thinking of the income, dude.
We'll save that. We'll take that offline. We'll talk about. But yeah, that's
Not
a.
that
But then you got to start looking at these ones. Oh, it sold out to the 100.
realistically, I've looked at them, but it's cheaper just to have our fermentation station and the Brewzilla.
Are you serious? The stainless steel one costs $1,000 more than the black one, the Grand Deluxe 3 in black, and I save $1,100.
So that's 95 litres, jacketed.
No. You see the stainless steel fridge up here,
Oh, you're talking about fridge. I thought you were talking about fermenter.
and this black one. It's $1,000 difference because it's black. And it's still the same specs. 2019.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because they're not using stainless steel. That's the only thing I can see.
But $1,000 worth of stainless steel, really? I don't really know. That could be a thing. Yeah, okay.
I would just go with the maximum I'd get would be 8. I think it was under $1,000.
The 8 corny kegs.
Just the kegerator 8. Even with the 8 fonts, it was still under $1,000.
It's 8 fonts, is it? Does it come with the 8? Because I see the one here. I guess you could. Oh yeah, 4 tap, 2 with 2.
Yeah,
So
4 tap.
So they have a 8 tap Series X Plus.
Yeah, I was close to buying one of those because they're only a few $100 difference. But it was just where I would put it, and then I'd have to buy more kegs. It's like it works out dearer in the long run.
Yeah, fuck. All right, this is turning into a big long advertisement for Kegland, but I just want to check out the new arrivals. That one, apple cider. I've been requested from a friend of mine that I need to do an apple cider or a cider.
Well, I'm doing one. I'm going to do one for Christmas.
But what?
I was going to do it this week, but I forgot about it. So I'm going to use 11 2-litre bottles of
Apple juice.
Apple juice from Woolies or Coles with no preservatives. They can't have preservatives in them.
Well, don't go to Woolies because the whole fucking strike thing. Go to Coles.
Well, I normally shop at Coles anyway.
Yeah, fuck Woolies.
Yeah, I never go to Woolies unless Mum asks me to. But anyway, so I'm going to do that, and then I've got to get some cider yeast from the brew shop, and then I think I'm going to use about half a kilo of dextrose just to boost up the gravity.
What ABV?
I don't know. I'm going to try and AI it.
Do a big one. You're gonna ask ChatGPT.
No, I'm going to ask Gemini, which is Google's ChatGPT.
Oh yeah, Gemini's cool.
Because I have free access to it to a limit. You can upgrade, but
Yeah. Yeah. I think Claude's actually probably better still, but each to their
which
own.
one?
Claude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I'm going to do that. I was going to do it this week, but I completely forgot about it. And I'd also put my funds in other places. So next week, I'll brew normally on Saturday, and then I'll probably do the apple cider maybe on Monday, because I want that for Christmas.
Hey, have you seen this shit?
No?
Their hard pub squash. I was thinking of doing this. This is like their version of the hard solo.
Well, that's a pretty good price.
That's a pretty good price, but so it's a 19. Yeah, actually, they're sold out because that's only a 9.5 litre keg for $42.50. That's still pretty good considering what you're going to pay for that many drinks.
Oh shit, yeah, it'd be $60, $70, wouldn't it?
I'm gonna look. Hard solo.
And that's only for one carton. Whereas that's two.
Bro,
cartons.
you're paying $44 for a 10-pack at Dan's.
Oh yeah.
Yeesh. Crikey. I was thinking of doing something like this before I do the cider because I don't know who doesn't love pub squash. Probably heaps of people.
Well, why don't you do that and I'll do the cider?
Yeah, I think.
I mean,
yeah.
That's a kit, but you should be able to buy the stuff individually, surely.
Yeah, I'll do some research. I definitely think I'm going to go down that rabbit hole before I do cider.
And I'll do the cider because normally I'd buy the can and stuff from the brew shop, but I want to do it with like proper apple juice.
Yeah, you want to make mead like the pirates did.
Yeah. Well, mead is a whole different thing. I wouldn't mind making it just to see what it tastes like. I've never tried it.
Oh, it probably tastes like arse. Rum.
I think it's really sweet.
We could probably make some. We'll take this offline, but some rum. I think.
Oh yeah.
Some molasses.
I'd be down with that.
You'd have to spend. Depends how much we make. You'd probably have to spend a few days here to get it all processed.
Yeah.
Well,
I've never seen the process, so.
Well, you should be interested in it because it's fucking science. And I'm a bit of an artist when it comes to those types of things.
Noticed. I noticed with your previous videos that you're quite an artist.
All right, well, we're getting off the rails here. Let's bring it back. We're going to.
So what have you got for us, funny wise?
Well, a good thing you mentioned it because I do have a little something here to share.
Because I'm pretty slack this week again. I've got nothing. I just haven't had time.
And I've gotten into the archives for this one, so apologies for the poor video quality. I'll just make sure I haven't. Yeah, see, the best they can go is 360p. And
yeah. That's old school.
That's old school. But nonetheless, it is funny fails, and I would have to say this is how not to tap a keg in the old. I'm so glad technology's come so far in terms of making beer and kegs and things. So here's a short video of how shit could have gone wrong back in the day. The old man is having some dramas. We'll take it back. just for him because we want him to.
It's come up in the feed, but it hasn't come up on my.
We want
live.
him. We want him to enjoy this too.
Ah, no, we've got it.
You good? You can see it.
Yep.
All right. Can
you enlarge it a bit, or
you enlarge these nuts?
there we go.
You good?
Yep.
All right. Everyone at home has had to rewatch
Put your
this.
hands up if you can see it fine. Can you
All right.
wave? Can you wave on YouTube? Show us some love.
It goes
on
like,
YouTube.
yeah, I think that's the usual wave we get, isn't it? Oh no, that's the wave we usually get. Those ones.
Well, Style's still there. He normally gives us some love. So
Well, okay. Well, he's gonna have to watch this for the second time. All right, you ready? Let's go.
sorry.
He's now. Can you see that?
No way.
That's like you trying to watch this video. You had to put your eyes up so close and then sprayed. Come on, watch it again. I'll shut up now.
It must have been like a cork in it.
Well, isn't that how you used to tap a keg back in the day?
Well, hey, well,
Because they're already. And the reason I'm guessing the hammer is because it's already pressurized. Like they got no CO2 or like that
well,
thing.
the only kegs I know were the ones you put the spear in the top. I don't know any about these. And even there was lots of accidents when they'd put spears in the top.
Mm.
You know, they'd put them in, not hold on to them properly, and lock them in, and they'd shoot up into the sky. And lots of weird different things. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with these. This is like when they're tapping a barrel and stuff.
Yeah.
So they must.
Yeah, and I think like it's like you only get one shot or you only get one opportunity to get the thing in.
Otherwise, you waste half a keg.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's got to go in and it's got to get in snug.
seal it all.
It's got to go in snug, seal it, and not fucking blow out your hand. Anyway, let's watch this. Let's just watch this.
What these guys are doing. That's what I mean. Like, the keg's gone, dude. You just lost pretty much all your beer.
Party ruined. Oh, I can't see what they're doing here.
They're sucking it up.
Oh, off the floor. Okay. Margaret, put the fucking what there. Oh, okay. Video.
No way.
Video done.
I nearly cried. There was so much wasted beer.
I don't know. I don't know if that beer was actually that good.
That's crazy.
That's and that's the end of funnies for today. We definitely didn't get to touch on anything in our document about pairing foods or what Australian beer this 100-year-old lady recommends. But maybe tune in next week and we'll get to that finally.
We will. Okay. Catch you next week, guys.
Thanks for sticking around. We'll catch you all guys in the next one. Peace.
Cheers. Hooray.
Bye. Bye, Solo.